right into her. The truck died. She came home and said she thought something happened. I miss cars like that.
Yeah.
That was what an American car was supposed to be, you know. And so we went into Woodstock, something like that, and we got most of the way there. But you know, the closer we got, the more traffic there was, until finally it just come to a dead standstill, and people got out and started walking, and we had all this stuff we had to, you know, to get there. So they rerouted us to some motel. And they was going to fly us in a helicopter to the site. And I was really excited because I was young. I'd never been something like that before. So me, Richie Havens, some other, be getting this chopper, you know, and the thing takes off, and the door stays open. And no matter how high we went, there was people as far as the eye could see in every direction, you know. And in the chopper with us was 2 New York State troopers, one on either side of the open door. On one side was a big John Wayne kind of guy, and on the other side was a little Barney Fife kind of guy. And they was looking down there the same as us, you know, and I remember the big one looked at the little one eventually and said, "There are a lot of hippies down there." The little one said, "Yep." And the big one said, "I bet they're doing lots of illegal stuff." The little one said, "Yep." And the big one said, "Well, I'm not going down there, nothing, are you?" The little one said, "Nope." And that's when I realized we were going to have a pretty good time at that festival. I was not mistaken. Got here on the first day of that 3-day event. I was supposed to play on the second day is what they told me or something. So I had the night off, you know, so I'm walking around backstage saying hi to people like you would imagine. And eventually I wander out on this big field with people everywhere, mud, rain, total catastrophe of all kinds. And I was doing what everybody else was doing, so at some point later that afternoon, I had a serious case of the munchies. I needed to get something to eat, you know, something to drink. And they didn't have nothing. So I thought, I'm going backstage. So I go backstage, and there's nothing there either.
Oh, wow.
All they had backstage was 147 cases of champagne. They're saving for the end of the event.
Oh.
By the end of the first evening, I was gone. I don't remember how many cases I was personally responsible for. But between that and the other stuff we was doing that day, it came as a surprise when somebody come up and said, "Arlo, you got to play now, man." I said, "I can't play now, man. I'm not even here now, man. I'm coming tomorrow." They said, "No, you're here now, man. You got to play now, man." I said, "I can't play now, man. I can't walk now, man." I said, "We don't care about that. Richie Hayden's been up playing for hours and nobody else. You got to play now, man." And I was too young to realize I could have said no. So I grabbed a big 12-string guitar, walk out on that big stage, and in the middle of that big stage, they had a circular stage built right in. You know, so while the guys in front was playing, you could set guys up behind them. And when they was done, just twist the stage around, not be breaking down the first band, setting up the second one. It was a great idea. I mean, it didn't work, but it was a great idea. And in the middle of the circular stage, they had a big hole for all the cables and mic lines, wires, all that kind of stuff. They didn't tell me about the hole. I'm not looking for the hole. I'm looking at more people I knew I'd ever see again in my life at one time. And I was looking at them like you could back then. Each one individually. That's when I remember falling through time and space. And the most unbelievable thing happened. I moved through the molecular structure of the wood itself. And I rematerialized on the other side of the hole on stage, almost completely intact. Have my memory of it.